Trump and Netanyahu announce peace plan, folks. U.S. President halls one of the greatest days in civilization as he reveals the 20-point roadmap to end Israel-Hamas war and for him to help run Gaza with Tony Blair. Okay? Here they are. Go for it, Rob.
This is a big day, a beautiful day, potentially
Big, beautiful day.
one of the great days ever in civilization.
Ever.
Things that have been going on for hundreds of years and thousands of years. We're going to, at least we're at a minimum very, very close, and I think we're beyond very close. And I want to thank Bibi for really getting in there and doing a job. We've worked well together, as we have with many other countries, both of us, with many other countries, which is the only way this whole situation gets solved. And I'm not just talking about Gaza. Gaza is one thing, but we're talking about much beyond Gaza. The whole deal, everything getting solved. It's called peace in the Middle East. So today is a historic day for peace, and Prime Minister Netanyahu
Rob, you want to pull up the 20-point
and I have just concluded an important...
Because in that 20-point plan, just so you guys know, I believe Netanyahu apologizes for the Israel's Qatar strike, okay? Expressed deep regret to his Qatari counterpart Monday over September 9th strike aimed at Hamas leaders in Doha, a Jewish state. And, so that came from him. And then at the same time, so here we go, the Prime Minister welcomed these assurances, emphasizing Qatar's readiness to continue contributing meaningfully to regional security and stability. Prime Minister Netanyahu expressed commitment to the same. Israel has long expressed annoyance that Qatar plays a key role in the Middle East peace negotiations despite hosting Hamas political leaders. The September 9th attack had targeted top terror figures as they gathered with Qatari mediations for another round of ceasefire discussions. But here's a 20-point plan that they have in place. Gaza will be de-radicalized terror-free zone that does not pose a threat to its neighbors. Gaza will be redeveloped for the benefits of the people of Gaza who have suffered more than enough. If both sides agree to this proposal, the war will immediately end. Israeli forces will withdraw to the agreed-upon line to prepare for hostage release. During this time, all military operations, including aerial and artillery bombardment, will be suspended, and the battle lines will remain frozen until conditions are met for the complete stage withdrawal. Within 24 hours of Israel publicly accepting this agreement,
72
hours, all hostages alive and deceased will be returned. And deceased?
Deceased. Yeah, alive or dead.
Got it. Once all hostages are released, Israel will release 250 life sentence prisoners plus 1,700 Gazans who were detained after October 7, 2023, including all women, children, and detained in this context. For all every Israeli hostage who remains are released, Israel will release the, Rob, I can't read the last part, will release the something.
The remains of the 15 deceased Gazans.
Okay, let's go to point number 6. Once all hostages are returned, Hamas members who commit to peaceful coexistence and decommission their weapons will be given amnesty. Members of Hamas who wish to leave Gaza will be provided safe passages to receiving countries. Wow, who's going to receive?
Who's going to do that?
Take a terrorist week.
Egypt and Jordan have said no.
Upon acceptance of this agreement, full aid will be immediately sent into Gaza Strip. At a minimum, 8 quantities will be consistent with what was included in January 19, 2025 agreement regarding humanitarian aid, including rehabilitation of infrastructure, water, electricity, and sewage. Entry of distribution and aid in the Gaza Strip will proceed without interference from the two parties through the United Nations and its agencies. And read the Crescent, Rob, go to the next one. Okay, opening the Rafah. Gaza will be governed under the temporary transitional governance of technocratic, interesting, apolitical Palestinian committee responsible for delivering the day-to-day running of all public services and municipalities of the people of Gaza. Okay. Palestinian International Oversight Supervision and a new international transitional body, the Board of Peace, which will be headed and chaired by President Donald J. Trump. Wow. With other members and head of state announced, including former Prime Minister Tony Blair. This body will set the framework and handle the funding for the redevelopment of Gaza until such a time as the Palestinian Authority has completed its reform program. 10, a Trump economic development plan to rebuild and energize Gaza will be created by convening a panel of experts who have helped birth some of the thriving modern miracles cities in the Middle East. Go to the next one, Rob, 11. A special economic zone will be established with preferred tariff and access rates to be negotiated with participating countries. No one will be forced to leave Gaza, and those who wish to leave will be free to do so and free to return. Good. We will encourage people to stay and offer them the opportunity to build a better Gaza. Hamas and other factions agree to not have any role in the governance of Gaza directly or indirectly. That's big, in or any form, if they'll be able to pull that off. All military, terror, and offensive infrastructure, including tunnels and weapon production facilities, will be destroyed, not rebuilt. A guarantee will be provided by regional partners to ensure that Hamas and the factions comply with their obligations. And Rob, go a little bit. And the new Gaza, can't see, the new Gaza poses no threat to its neighbors or its people. Okay, let's go to 15. Do you have 15, 16, or?
I do. I have 16 through
20.
Yes. Here.
Boom, boom. We're almost there, so let's just wrap it. There you go.
16.
Israel will not comply or annex Gaza.
Occupy.
Will not occupy or annex Gaza as the ISAF establishes control and stability. The Israel Defense Force will withdraw based on standards, milestones, and timeframes linked to demilitarization that will be agreed upon. And then go to 17. In the event Hamas rejects or delays this proposal, the above, including the scaled-up aid operation, will proceed in the terror area, free areas handed over from IDF to the ISF. And interfaith dialogue process will be established based on the values of tolerance and peaceful coexistence to try and change mindsets and narratives of Palestinians and Israelis by emphasizing the benefits that can be derived from peace while Gaza redevelopment advances. And when the PA reform program is faithfully carried out, the conditions may finally be in place for a credible pathway to Palestinian self-determination and statehood. And last but not least, the U.S. will establish a dialogue between Israel and Palestinians to agree upon a political horizon for peaceful and prosperous coexistence. Brandon, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, so it's great if that's true. I think that, unfortunately, the reason that this is being talked about right now is because they're gearing up to go back after Iran. Just based off, Rob, I sent you an article that U.S. refueling tankers are being sent over to the Middle East in heavy numbers, and it's the biggest amount of the activity since the last attack on Iran. So, yeah, I would love to see this plan be carried out. Like, a lot of the big things is that they're not going to be forcing them to leave Gaza because that'd be messy. That they're not going to let Hamas keep running the country, because there was a lot of assistance to let Hamas run the country instead of the Palestinian Authority. So, I think all those things are good points and necessary to, create the best situation that's possible there. But I am concerned that this is probably gearing up to let attention go back to Iran.
Vinny, what do you think about an explosion?
All I was watching was your drink fizzing up. But I mean, on paper, it looks great. But at the end of the day, what are we talking about from a military standpoint? It's Hamas is in the tunnels with the hostages, okay? Like, that's the main goal. What operation? I still don't believe, because America, I don't know how Israel does it, America doesn't negotiate with terrorists. Period. End of story. We don't do it. So this situation is getting back these. How many hostages are left? Do you guys? Is there a number?
52.
50?
What was the number? I may be wrong.
It's in the ballpark.
Okay, yeah.
It's in that ballpark. But at the end of the day, what are we talking about? We are talking about
48 hostages now.
48 left. And I literally pray for them every single day, for anybody that's held hostage there. But we have to be realistic. These people have been probably tortured for what's been 2 years right now.
Yeah.
The end goal is this should have been done. Everything that's talking about, Pat, with all these strikes and all that, everything, Brandon, should have been done immediately at October 7th. We've been dragging this on for a long time. I don't see Hamas coming to the table and going, yeah, okay, you can't trust them. Okay, you can't trust terrorists. So I think it's been dragged on for way too long. Again, all this looks good on paper, but at the end of the day, is Hamas going to agree with a 20-point plan?
Well, let me ask you, if Hamas rejects, but hear me out for a second. Israel is agreeing to this.
Yes.
Okay? And remember, I don't think Israel wants this.
Okay.
Okay? Mm-hmm. But they're agreeing to this. So now if Hamas is rejecting this deal, and you're seeing the leader of Hamas, no, we're okay. Every once in a while, there's a price for freedom and all this other stuff. Who does the onus fall on?
It's going to be on Hamas. Guess what then? And I just said that I pray for them. I'm going to pray for them even more, because they're going to kill everybody. And guess what? To make an omelet, sometimes you're going to break a couple of eggs. It's not going to be good for them. It's not going to be good, because that's the end game. Because even if they try to negotiate, we're talking about Hamas, Tom. We're talking about Hamas.
Did you see the interview that the Hamas leader did with CNN? Rob, can you pull that up? Did you see what he
No,
had to say?
no.
Okay. So the leader of Hamas did an interview with CNN. Rob, I just texted it to you. If you can go halfway through, the interviewer pushes the leader of Hamas, you just got the text, and says, are you willing to do it at the cost of, are you willing? So eventually, it's kind of like that moment of, I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. And then eventually he says it.
Okay.
He
Oh,
says
really?
it. Yeah.
Says it out loud.
And if you can go halfway, Rob, this is the leader of Hamas sitting down with CNN. Go to about a minute 40 mark, minute 30 mark, right there. Brutal, keep going. Trusted in Israel.
Does he have gunpowder on his forehead?
Occupation. Things golden moment in the history of the world. Okay, sir. Okay. Go back right there. Right there. Go back one more second. Beautiful. Go for it. Right there.
Change now.
Sir, you were just saying that as a result of October 7th, you are seeing millions of people marching in the streets, you are seeing countries recognize Palestine as a state, you are seeing legitimacy for your people. And I am asking you whether the price that Palestinian people have paid so far was worth it.
I know the price is so high, but I'm asking again, what is the option?
It's worth
what is the option left to the Palestinians? You know what? We waited for a peaceful process, for a peaceful means since 1993, since Oslo Agreement till now. But I think we got a big zero.
Let me show you the words of your people. Okay, these are people in Gaza, and I want you to hear, because your own people in Gaza say that you do have responsibility for the situation.
He doesn't let
I'd
him
like
play
to
the
show you
clip.
this.
Watch this.
رسالتنا لحماس أنه كفى مقامرة ومغامرة بنا كفاكم يعني أنتم
I know.
Please connect it from
Please
reality.
watch.
I have
Please
seen- I
watch.
have seen it.
This is not it. There's more.
I have seen this
Sir,
video. Yes.
there is
yes.
more.
Now
I have
Hamas
seen
knows
this
who that
video.
guy
I would
is.
like you to. There are three people here. I would like you to hear their
I
voices.
know people are suffering. There are some people blame Hamas.
Why will you not listen to the voices of Palestinian people in Gaza?
Look. Yeah, I know. This is not the whole story. I know because this is because of the Israeli crimes in the Gaza Strip.
It seems that
you know.
See what happens right here. So this is the part where when you go back and forth and you watch who is willing, who is not, who started this one. Hamas started this one. Israel's coming back and saying, we're going to destroy you. And then now Israel's agreeing to pump the brakes because you're right. And even, I know something's about to happen in Iran. Something's going on over there on the other side. Tom, how do you process this yourself?
So I could only get through like the first 5 points. And then I sat back and said, okay, how the hell are they going to remove Hamas? How is it going to be de-radicalized? And
If we have a place there, Tom, how did Trump get rid of ISIS?
He just killed
Actually,
killed
think about
everybody.
it. I want you to think about this.
Yeah.
Stuff. Because
bonk, bonk, bonk.
how did Trump get rid of ISIS? What happened to ISIS? The only thing you hear about right now is ISIS in certain factions of it in Nigeria,
Yes.
what they're doing and killing the 125 pastors, or another faction you hear in Canada that burned down 112 different churches in Canada, mainly Catholic churches. You're hearing about that, right? But if U.S. is involved, you don't think he's shivering right now?
I think so. But the other thing I got to in those first 5 points was, and 250 healthy life sentence prisoners. How did those people end up in Israeli prisons as life sentences? They're killers, and they killed, and they committed acts of terrorism. So you're going to take 250 guys out of prison. Say,
Terrorists,
okay,
terrorists.
Now, let me give you a copy of this. This is a 20-point plan, and point 4 and 5 is you're not going to be radical anymore, but we're letting you go back over here.
Okay.
So I hope that something comes out of this, but I clearly see, as just like you pointed out in that clip right there, that the citizens want this. And so the citizens are going to have to hold part of the, it's hard to say this, but the citizens are actually trying to hold some of the Hamas leadership to accountability. These are people showing their faces in front of TV cameras and are saying things. They're disconnected from reality and what I'm facing here. And I hope for those citizens that they get Gaza back so they can live and prosper with their families. I hope. They're innocent. But I look at taking 250 terrorists, in prison on life sentences, and you're making a hostage trade with them, and you're going to de-radicalize it. As long as we're involved, but But man, I worry about that. I worry about that there's still a group there.
Fully with you. I'm fully with you. Go for Brandon.
Yeah, no, so this is a map of ISIS activity from 2015 and 2019. Like you said, we completely wiped it out in the course of a couple of years. And I wonder, though, if that's because we had bases in that area and maybe it was easier to do because of that. I don't know if it's... Yeah.
But that's where I'm going, though.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is notice what he said.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be overseen by a board led by who?
Him.
Donald
DJT.
J. Trump. So guess what? If you cross him,
Right.
you're crossing him. He's going to do to you what he did to ISIS.
Right.
So to me, an element of him finally being involved and people sitting there saying, okay, if this is going to be the case, now what are we going to be doing? Now, does this mean the attention is going to go from here to Iran? Maybe. You know, if all of a sudden we see stuff that's going on with Iran right now escalate very, very quickly, also don't be surprised. Because I don't think they're done there. I don't think that's done anytime
And we got a
soon.
lot of these things going on at once, too. Because, I mean, like, we don't want this to be the Iraq 2.0 where we don't have leadership there. Like, if they take out
We
Hamas...
don't have leadership there.
Right, like, if they take out Hamas, are they
Yeah.
going to put a puppet leader in? Because that's not really stable.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what a lot of people on the inside are saying, they would like this to lead to an election where Iranians can actually vote for who they want.
Mm-hmm.
Now, will that happen? Will they allow that to happen? Who knows whether they'll allow that to happen or not. And who is going to take his place over? Who is that going to be?
Yeah.
You know, who are they going to have in that place? So, Rob, what is this here?
This is Netanyahu just last week at the UN where he talked about the Iranian people getting their freedom.
Right. Go for it.
The long-suffering Iranian people will regain their freedom. They will make Iran great again. And our two ancient peoples, the people of Israel and the people of Iran, will restore a friendship that will benefit the entire world.
Okay, so now, you know, obviously, Iranian people are sick of what's going on there. Can Israel play a big role in that? I think it can. Is U.S. going to need to get involved for the Iran regime to fall? No question. Of course. It's not going to happen without it. Israel cannot do without U.S. So this is why, what are the chances you think that Netanyahu apologized to Qatar, that Trump said you better apologize or else because you're ruining my relationship with other dealings that I'm doing? What are the chances?
I'm over 90.
I'm 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 100% with this. And I mean 100%. I mean, of course, nobody knows for a fact, but I'm up there to the point where I know he's going to say, hey,
with you.
You better do this or else I'm not going to defend you. Why are you doing something? Like, you know that whole call that everybody talks about? The shouting match call that happened with Trump screaming at Netanyahu?
Yeah.
How much you think that happened?
I'm over 90 again.
Yeah, same
I'm pretty
place
sure
as
it
well.
happened.
So again, the main common denominator of the trust goes to who? To one guy. If the one guy is involved, I'm more comfortable of how these things could be executed. If he's not involved, you know, and by the way, flip the story. Put Kamala being that one person. Who fears him? Hamas fears Kamala?
No.
Will Hamas fear Biden? No. They're sitting there saying, thank God, you know, it's Biden or Kamala. This is the worst thing that ever happened to Russia, to China, to Iran, to everybody that this guy is now in. Nobody wants this guy to be in because whatever he says has to go, and
Exactly.
he's getting a lot of stuff done. So we'll see what happens. This shirt I'm wearing, I wear the white, I wear the blue, I wear the black. When you wear this shirt, you know what it feels like? You ever had somebody you love hugs you and tells you how amazing you are?
Cotton hands.
Let me tell you, I'm not kidding with you. Feel the material real quick. Do you not feel the love?
I felt like Don Lemon for a second.
Yeah, that's not good, buddy.
No, but I'm just.
No
I
one's
felt-
gonna buy. What would you say?
that's-
No, I felt like it's soft.
No, but let me tell you.
You felt soft.
The quality,
okay, then maybe.
the quality of this thing I wear. Valuetainment shows right here. Rob, can you zoom in to show different features of the shirt? Valuetainment logo right here, gold. Future looks bright on the side. VT on the side. And anybody and everybody who's bought this, this is low-key maybe our best item we have on there, quality-wise, low-key. If you're somebody that wears dress shirts, get the white, the black, and the blue. Wear it for a month, 3 times. If you don't like it, I want to call and talk to you. I will literally FaceTime you and say, how can you not like these shirts that you wear them? But you got to order all 3 of them, go put them on, sport them, and leave that button open so people see that Valuetainment logo right there to see who you're representing, especially if you support this brand, if you love what we do here, Go get yourself a polo shirt. Rob, if you can put the link below to the business section, that would be great for people to go place the order here. VT merch. By the way, the black is sick because it's gold on black. Look at that right there. Zoom in a little bit, Rob.
That is dope.
Damn, that's sick. And then what does the white one look like? Rob, can we go to see what the white one looks like? White one looks like? You got the
White and
gold.
gold.
Ooh, that looks so good. Look at that.
That is a dope
Guys,
shirt.
you wear this, and your lady sees you with this. I'm telling you right now, studies have shown 40 weeks later something could happen. It could cost you $350,000 if you wear the shirt. That's what the quality is. The quality's got a lot of special things that's going on. Again, go to vtmerch.com.
It's pretty expensive for the horizontal
Place your
box.
order. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.